Hi everyone, it's Michelle. Here we are back again crafting. I was in the process of, I was going to iron on this little bag, a saying, and I'll show you the saying here in a minute. That's the Easy Press I got warming up. So it's telling me it's at the temperature I need it to be. So I thought I would share with you how I do my iron-on. I know I've done it a couple times, but I still get lots of questions about it. So I thought, well, I'm doing it, might as well just go ahead and video it. So here it is. This is my placemat bag that I made from a tutorial from Lorrie Nunemaker. You can see her on YouTube, and I will link it below, so you can find it too if you want to try it. These are fun. They're the Pioneer Woman Placemat bags. So inside they're double-sided because they have the placemat and they have the a little bit of stiffener in it, like a fusible webbing in it, so makes it nice and sturdy. It fits my Surface Pro perfectly. You can see the little saying that we're going to put on it. So I could take it fits my Surface Pro, my charger, my Close to My Heart catalog. Anyway, so, and I could fit that all in my bag. And I belong to the Clayton Valley Women's Club, so I always have one of my rosters inside my bag, so that I can call whoever needs to be called, or drop stuff off where it needs to be dropped off. So anyway, here's the bag. This is for a friend of my daughter's. This is the saying that I've cut out in the rose gold foil. I don't know if you can see the lettering. Yeah, you kind of can there. Okay, so I mirror imaged it onto the Cricut when I cut it. And now let's see if I can find I don't have my weeding tool handy, so I'm going to use my craft knife, which I normally use anyway because I'm using it all the time. So I just start peeling it. Oh, and if you want to know how I lift it, so I usually start in one corner and I will just kind of push the knife against it a little bit and it peels up fairly easily. And you don't have to be too gentle with it. You just have to make sure that you get your, it depends on what material you're using. I go all the way around, kind of one direction, and then start from the other and get all the edges. This doesn't have the sticky part is on the clear carrier sheet that you're going to use on the iron with the Easy Press. So you don't have to worry about it sticking to itself like you do regular vinyl when you peel that off. So that part's nice. So I'm not gentle. I'm not too gentle, but I'm not just ripping it either. I've seen people do that, and every time I try to do that, I end up ripping my design. So I took a little bit more care when I do it. I'm just kind of following the letters on the inside. And now it's letting me go to the edge part. So let's peel all that up. There we go. This part you can keep. There's little, you can use punches with it. Take your, I don't have to have one sitting out in front of me, believe it or not. So you could just punch that material out, then use your carrier, save part of your carrier sheet to use it. So now I'm going to go in and pick out all the little pieces. You pick out everything you don't want to iron on. And you kind of want to double check that as you go, because inevitably I have left, you know, the inside of 1E somewhere there when you iron it on, and pretty much when you iron it on, you're done. So, I mean, there's ways to get it off, I guess, but it's just easier if you pay attention when you're weeding. The nice part about the weeding tool is it has a little hook to it, so you can usually hook it in there and then it sticks on it. This, like I said, I've just been doing this for a long time, so I kind of just use my craft knife as I go, but a little bit safer if you use your weeding tool. I just got one more part of the bee. Go. So there it says, because I said so. My daughter's friend is a kindergarten teacher and a mom, and we all get those questions, why? And the old school parenting thing was because I said so. So I just kind of eyeball this. You can measure, probably stand up here so I can see over the top of it. Okay, I like it there. So, what I was going to show you today too is now on Cricut they have an Easy Press interactive thing. So if you go to home.cricut.com/easypress, then it has a heat setting guide, and you can select your options. So my iron-on material was foil, so I'm going to select that. Then my material that I'm going to be ironing on is a cotton polyester blend. And I do have the Easy Press mat. That's this little mat here. And I really like it. I don't have the other size, but I really haven't needed it yet. So I guess until I need it, I'll do that. So I put the Easy Press. Up at our cabin, when I'm up there, I do use beach towels. So this has a setting for towels. So that's kind of cool. I really like that. So, and then over here, once you put all your information, it tells you exactly. So you're going to need your heat press temperature at 295. You want to preheat your material for 5 seconds. Then you want to apply heat and gentle pressure for 30 seconds, which you'll set the timer for. And I'll show you that here in a minute. And then after you're done, you're going to flip it over and your whole project. Because this, I can't put the Easy Press inside there to flip it on one side. I can just flip the whole thing over and press on top for another 15 seconds. This tells you that you want to do a cool peel or peel off cold. You know after a while what materials you can do, because if you start to peel it up, if it's warm, it still peels the whole foil and everything up with you. So you need to just cool it, and you can fan it, whatever you want to do. Put it in front of a fan. Put it on a window. I've seen people put it up to a window. The material side, the part that you've just applied on, they'll stick that part to the window and have it so that it cools the material off faster, which it does. So anyway, here we go. So I've got it set at 295, and we're going to press for the 5 seconds. Put this back up so I can see what I'm doing here. And I always use a Teflon sheet. I got these on Amazon. So when it beeps like that, it's because you haven't used it. So I just hit the temperature gauge again, and then it will go. So I've got this down. I'm going to move my knife, so I'm not ironing on that. I will just place this right over the top. You can kind of see through that, so I see where my... I'm going to bring the Easy Press over. So it said $2.95, and it wants us to do it for 30 seconds. Oh, but you know what I didn't do? And this is pretty important to do, is to heat this up. So you want to get all, you know, just, it said to do it for 5 seconds. So I just kind of move it around on there. Get this whole area warmed up. Here's your temperature. This is how you set your temperature here. You can go up or down on the arrows to increase the temperature or decrease. Then for your timer, here for the 30 seconds, you'll see it'll beep, so, or it'll blink, so you can raise or lower the amount of time. Then after a while, it sets it at that. Okay, so we've got that pretty warmed up. More than 5 seconds. Okay, now we got to line this up again. Okay, so, and I'm just using basically my knuckles where I have it placed, so I know it's pretty much to the outside there. I don't want to do it anywhere near where the zipper is, but I'll be able to feel that when I get it. So I'm probably going to have to do this in two. So just gentle pressure. I'm not really applying pressure, but I'm just, you know, got my hand on it and letting my arm do the work. Move this over here. Okay, so let's check that out. Oh, nice. I like that. I like this thing. I think that's really cute. Okay, so now we want to turn it over. And I don't need to use the Teflon sheet when I'm doing it over here, and do this for another 15 seconds. So we'll let it count down there to 15. And then we'll move it to this side for the rest of the 15. I like that it tells you all that. You don't have to keep track of it. Although every once in a while I get talking if I'm doing my videos and I forget to set the timer. Okay, so remember it wants us to do a cool peel. So you can fan it. I'm going to open this up to release some of the heat from the inside. So I don't want to make you guys sick by fanning that over. So again, we can go over this. So this is, you could select your material, and you can, of any of the materials that it has. So I had foil. Again, your base material that you're going to iron onto, that you want it to stick to. Excuse me. So you get more things here, even onto wood. So you can see everything that you could iron on. And then once you select your material, select whether you have the Easy Press mat, which is this little mat that I have, and it says Cricut right on it. Or if you have towels. Oh, let's see what the difference is if we had a towel. So if we're using a towel, because it doesn't keep the heat in as much, it did change. We still have the foil. So it wants you to do 315 as the temperature, 30 seconds. Basically everything else was the same, just the it's a higher temperature because you're using the towel, which makes sense. So again, we go back to the Cricut mat. We're down to $2.95. So that's good. Okay, I think we're probably pretty close to Yeah, I can touch it. You could tell when you're doing it before. So you just pick one corner. Kind of go over it. Came off. You have your carrier sheet. And sometimes I'll save, like a bigger one like this, I'll put it off to the side. It still has a sticky side to it because this isn't what sticks to the material. This is what sticks to your vinyl. And you can tell, see if I can get this up here close enough. When you see if I can get this right in here. See how shiny, where it's shiny and it has little ridges to it because it's melted into the material right on here. I can see that pretty good in there. I don't know if you can, but you can see the ridges of the material, and that's how you know you've got a good solid piece to it. Now you can pretty much run your fingers, my nail, over anywhere and it's not catching. So I know I've got it pretty good base on it. So I think this is washable, which is really nice for it. So I make them with little things so people can put handles on them if they want. They can hang little whatever's to it. If you had your earbuds that you wanted to take with you, you could clip that on there. Made a little Lorrie has tutorials for the earbud things. I also make these beaded charms. So I add one, and I like to have it on my zipper, as my zipper pull. So it just makes it easier to get a hold of. So anyway, there you have it. That's my Placemat computer bag. And the tutorial is based off of Lorrie Nunemaker's, and she does a great job with her videos, easy to follow along with. So try one. You'll like it. Alrighty. So you can find me on Facebook and on Twitter and Instagram, and you're Crafting with Michelle, and I'm an independent consultant for Close to My Heart, and you can find all this information on there. It has links to everywhere. That's my blog. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll put a button over here. Like this video, and then I have other videos that'll come up that'll be over on this side. Thanks for watching. See you again next week. Bye.